We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, ZBCN friends, Zebec, Zebatians. Welcome back to another live on ZBCN. The chart. Jomo, how's it going? How are you doing?
Man, happy Friday, CM, happy Friday, Rocky. How are you doing, Chief, CM? I'm with my basketball shirts. I'm hooked on the basketball now. Just throwing some hoops, just enjoying life. By the way, guys, if you don't know, CM has a mean, lean, reverse and jump man and Halley oops. Mr. CM is the basketball player. He has a Jordan tattoo somewhere up his ass. You love Jordan, don't you, CM?
Oh yeah, man. My idol, man. My idol.
Definitely. So, guys, it's a Friday. We're gonna do it very relaxed. We're not in a rush nowhere. I mean, we're in a rush, but we're not gonna be like too hyped. Just ask the questions, smoke the like. Remember, this is not financial advice at all. This is entertainment and education, right? We're trying to teach you how we do things the best way to become professional investors and professional traders in the crypto realm. Of course, don't forget this Wednesday, June 4th, Crypto Gem Hunter, how to find the next bangers, just like we find ZBCN CM, just like we found virtual before that, last year, virtuals, just like we found CAS, NACA, so many trades. I mean, I can't even remember all the beautiful trades we had all in all our career, man. But we find the gems that no one is really talking about, CM. Whenever no one is really talking about a gem, we find them, put them on the radar, then trade them, man.
Bro,
That's how we do it.
bro, I just saw a video of Mr. Crypto Banter, which I respect. Uh, but man, it's unbelievable that they are telling their audience rubbish coins, man, to put them on the radar. Rubbish coins, man. Man, we're gonna look on them. We're gonna brief a bit, and we're also gonna do a targeted video on that one because this is important. The guy is telling the audience, man, to look on what was it, AR or all the Ethereum play. Remember the Ethereum play from the beginning of the cycle? Things like OP, things
Oh my
like
God.
Eigen. No, it didn't say OP, but the same style, the same flavor, like Eigen, the Eigen or what was it?
Yeah. Yeah. No, Eigen is like the LSD, the liquidity staking.
Bro, bro, all of these coins are down in the gutter. They are not ready, and people are just gonna poorly selected his coins because he's crypto banker, but he don't know what the f he's doing. Man, he's a major loser. He's a major loser. And what's funny, that he's telling them, hey, this is my picks, and he's always flipping his picks. Like every couple of months, he's changing his picks, and while he see that all the people that bought them got wrecked, so he flip his picks to new coins that getting wrecked. Man, that's we're gonna make a proper video about it next
I
week
need to see
probably.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and yeah.
I haven't seen it
But
whatsoever.
you know
By the
what's
way,
funny? What
what?
funny is
What?
the guy don't even talk about ZBCN. All the big YouTubers don't even talk about ZBCN. Why
No, they
they're
have no
not talking
idea.
about it? Why they're not talking about it?
No idea. They don't know how to find anything, man.
Losers, absolute losers, absolute perpetual losers. Because this coin telling you, hey, I'm a mega winner, I'm a banger. I moved now when Bitcoin was pretty weak and pathetic, and all the crypto market was pathetic. I went bananas. If a person is claiming to be a trader or mentor or rah rah rah, blah, 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 and he missed this kind of a coin, that to me is an insult of my intelligence as a viewer. Like, what the f are you doing, man? How can you miss ZBCN, for God's sake? Let's look on ZBCN, man.
Show it. By the
Okay.
way, Night Gem. Happy Friday, Night Gem. He says hello, CM. Christoph, happy sun evening to you as well, Christoph. Shout out to Christoph. Love you. CM, show us the money.
Well, ZBCN, man, amazing pump. We're looking now on the 4 hour chart. Look, at some point, I'm waiting for the pullback, man. I don't know what. I'm drooling. I'm drooling. I know you are drooling too. We're waiting for the pullbacks, you know. This looks very toppy to me. Joe, what do you think about that one? Look on the look on the RSI here. We got some nice bearish divergence here. Obviously, we got the Bitcoin pullback, you know, behind us. So it's also could be the moment that ZBCN will take a little breather, you know. At some point it gotta do a breather. But man, you know what will be amazing?
What?
If it will retest the prior high. This is not a good chart. Wait, let me get a good chart. I think BitGet have no BitGet H.
Bybit, I think, is the best chart, isn't it?
This is good. This is good. Look at HTX, for example. Let's remove the RSI. You can see HTX here in most of the charts on ZBCN, the prior top was around 36, and you have like a double top here, you know, like 36, 33, 34.
34, 34, 34.
Let's make it 34. So, you know, if it's gonna do a retest of that, it would be amazing. And by the way, Jovo, I don't know if you opened the moving averages, but it's so extended from them. Look at the
Oh,
moving
yeah, for
average.
sure.
Look at the moving average. It
Which
just
moving average is those? The
50 and
200?
the
What is that?
200.
Yeah, okay.
50 and the 200, and I have also the fast one. Let's look on the fast one.
I use the 10 and the 20 EMAs. That's what I use.
That's the 15 I use sometimes for parabolic swings. So anyway, man, it is extended, and Bitcoin is now like behaving a little naughty. Keep in mind, look at this, look at this topping tail yesterday, man. And today we are forming this kind of candle. Man, if it closed like that, could be we could be getting a little rest here or pullback. And my question is it gonna do a, you know, something like that and then continue for another blow off, or is it going to do something like that? Show you like this baby, you know, a longer one, and then we will start another one like this, you know, another melt up, you know. So very, very interesting, man. This coin is red hot on my radar. I'm thinking of it. I'm dreaming ZBCN. Guys, if you like ZBCN, you know we like ZBCN. Make sure to cook the like, scan the QR code, subscribe to this channel, click the bell so you not miss any update on your dear Zebec network, the daddy of crypto, the new daddy.
The new daddy,
And
man.
yeah, man,
Now,
good
hey,
stuff.
the sector is red hot, as you said. Look, CM, you know, whenever I see a chart that breaks this strong, and it has beautiful volume, by the way, you know, on Bybit spot, okay, Bybit spot has 43 million average, you know, tradable, you know, in the last 24 hours. Let's see on the perpetuals, ZBCN on, yeah, 104 million. All right. This became from a low volume tradable day to a smashing liquidity one. Okay. Meaning the next trades we're going to take, you know, probably going to be anywhere between 20 to 30% of my account easy. Okay. Easy on a continuation trade. Probably is going to print us, man. You know, as you said it, you're drooling, I'm drooling. But hey, you know, we're waiting, we're patient. We know what to look for. We know what we want to see for our entries. We're not hyped or FOMOing whatsoever. Look, guys, you see me. I'm calm as a freaking cucumber right now. No, we just know what we're looking for, and we know we're gonna get it. Probably it's gonna take anywhere between 14 days, maybe 20 something to 30 days. You know, if past presidents, you know, will actually reoccur again. They don't always happen exactly the rhyme, but hey, we are going to be here to make sure at least our members, CM, you know, our VIPs and our members are going to get the trade on the spot. Okay. And if people, you know, they want to join our membership or come to the Crypto Gem Hunter this Wednesday, okay, they should definitely scan the QR code because, hey, the thing is that sometimes people, you know, they're cheap. Okay, they were like, this cost me money. Maybe I can just watch the videos and whatever. But they don't understand, okay, that not attending costs them money. Okay, if any one of you that is viewing our channel right now never attended to one of our seminars, you're actually losing money by not attending, because we teach you something that is a skill set. Okay, and that skill set will stay with you for life. All right, for perpetuity. Okay, this is not something that vanishes all of a sudden. Okay, doesn't vanish. It stays with you, and you will be able to compound upon that knowledge over and over and over again. This is the freaking skill set for life. Okay, I can't stress this enough.
And
We teach
also, and also,
yeah,
and also on top of the skill set, man, they are gonna get like free money ideas,
yeah.
like we gave this the ZBCN trade the last webinar. People that joined, ask Christoph. Christoph is not a member. He just bought the webinar, the last webinar, the Master the Bull, and he just closed his long now after he traded it from the 20s that I recommended on the webinar 10 days ago, man. Insane, insane. He just printed his account, just by just by following what we said. Now we're gonna give you another this webinar. We're gonna tell you exactly where you want to buy ZBCN, what are the areas you want to watch for ZBCN pullback, how you should look, what you should look for on your next purchase of ZBCN. And also, we're going to give you other coins, other very strong names that you should put on your radar for this pullback in Bitcoin and crypto, and coins that we believe that are going to explode in 2025. We're going to tell you all of them with a list. And by the way, this is not a financial advice. But yeah, make sure you attend to the webinar, because that's going to be amazing, amazing event, the event coming. By the way, sir, how much pullback Zebec will have, if any? Man, we are waiting. We don't have a calculator to calculate how much it will pull back. We don't have a crystal ball. There is a chance it will retest the prior all-time high that we just discussed. We're watching, we're waiting, we're watching. That's our job. We're watching and waiting and chilling now after the trade already booked us 200% movement. And we're good, man.
Look, CM, I want to show something. So you said something that I believe is very much interesting and people need to understand. This is the first local high, okay, or ZBCN, right? Back in April 2024, okay? Now, we took the entry here. But see, after the third or fourth third of breakout, we retested it here, okay, as exactly on the same level. And CM, if you measure something from the top, if you measure from the top of the move, and okay, and as CM said, we don't have a crystal ball, okay? This is merely speculation, okay? Merely speculation mixed with experience, okay? If we go all the way from the top down, it's like 50%, okay? The strongest movers, all right, the ones that really, pump this hard and show strength, usually, they don't even go this deep. They go like 30% retrace from the top. But let's say, Bitcoin kind of drops and kind of gives us more volatility. So there's a high probability chance, okay, that this can be a good area, as you said, for another retrace, because remember, it already got supported here, okay? Already got supported here on the exact levels, yeah, of the 0034. Okay, so to answer your question, what was his name? Mr. Don Gonzalez. Hola, señorita. ¿De dónde eres, Don Gonzalez, el
That's a
papacito?
gambler, man. A gambler name.
Colombia, no, México, de Colombia, ¿de dónde eres, che? Yeah, look, after seeing so many charts, once you see something like this, even that little wick that you saw after the breakout, it happens. It happens over and over. So 50%, if this is the local top, the 70 cent, the 7 cents, if this is the local top, the 7 cents for now, and we get a retrace of 50% back down to the 34, that's a really interesting area to kind of look for a pullback, entry. Again, not financial advice whatsoever, mere speculation, mere educational. But again, he asked the question, and I wanted to kind of open my creativeness right now, so I gave my elaborate answer upon it. Hopefully that helps, Senor Don Gonzalez. What else? Omar is saying gonna pump. Omar. Oh,
Omar.
Omar. Ching Ching, Christoph. By the way, Ralphie Ralph, the 2K you forever, said LFG hand pink waving. Sometimes the emojis, they don't. Boludos. Mirá, Gil me está diciendo un boludo. ¿Quién es el boludo, che, Gil? ¿Vos o quién? ¿Ah?
And pink, yeah, they try to, they cannot understand the emoji, so they do translation
Yeah,
of the emoji. That's
yeah, for some
that's
reason.
hilarious, man. That's hilarious. Pink waving
Hand,
hand,
big
pink
hand.
waving hand, pink waving. Hello, LFG.
uh,
Bro.
man. So Bitcoin is dumping with S&P and the Nasdaq as well, which is interesting. The Nasdaq had like a pivot high. Let's take a look at Bitcoin for just 1 second. So Bitcoin made a marginally higher high. Okay, you can see that this is kind of a marginally higher high. What happens if you create like a trend line from here to here? It doesn't even get there exactly. So nothing too interesting here. But the thing about marginally higher high that we have, you see this is lower than this one by a small margin. Now, it whenever you have, and as I said in the past, a compressed right side. Okay. Now, in what is a compressed right side? It's a right side of the chart or price action that went up too fast. As you can see, this was a slow grind, took a few months. Okay. On the left side, the right side was too fast. Okay. So it's called a compressed right side. Sometimes when we break out of compressed right sides, we don't have enough momentum. And I explained my towel, my analogy, or the spring analogy, where you want to tighten it a lot, and when you leave it, it jumps. Here you don't have that spring effect. So Bitcoin lost momentum right now, and now it's correcting. How low can it correct? I would want it to kind of be stay around the 100,000. This is the 50-day moving average over here. This will show me a lot of strength. Getting below here, I would need to reassess what this means exactly. Okay, because who knows, CM? Maybe, just maybe, there's a small probability right now that this was kind of a fake out top. We don't know. We don't know. The future can be mysterious, very uncertain times. So if we do get to 100 and above, cool. Can continue, strength, all good, above psychological number, above the 50-day moving average, still very much intact. Okay, getting below it, I will need to reassess. I know that you're saying, CM, that you believe that it can actually retest here because look, a big area of actual confluence is all this area. This is where you had like a lot of support. But you can argue that you had a lot of support in this area as well, okay, of the 100, whatever. And I think it's around psychological number. I think it should be held and respected. But hey, this is coming with the Nasdaq right now, with the S&P. So again, with the correlation to high tech, companies and the American stock market. I wonder, man. I wonder how everything is correlating again, back again. What's causing this dump? But it doesn't matter for us, man. We're patiently, we took our profits. We're happy. We're waiting. Actually, we went short since yesterday. I know you went short quite heavy. I'm not as heavy, but we went short a little bit. Shorts are in the money for now. Easy peasy, man. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, man. I hope it will crash, man, for my shorts to print, man.
For
I
sure.
don't care. I don't care, man. For me, anyway, there was no real edge. Everything was extended to the upside. Coins made fake outs. Ethereum made a fake out. Many other names I'm watching made a fake out. So for me, It will be amazing to see them crash, get wrecked, and then bottom out, base out, and then we can spot the next leaders that will charge through, just like we smoked ZBCN and virtuals and many other names. So I'm looking for a pullback, and the bigger the pullback, the better. Obviously, provided we are holding above the 200-day MA and not violating the 200-day MA. If we violate the 200-day MA, I'm going to be bearish. I'm going to be bearish, and I'm going to short the F out of this market. But at the moment, I am not bearish. I'm bullish on this market. I'm just taking some short on weak, pathetic altcoins that they should be in the gutter. It should be in the dumpster, man. These altcoins that I'm shorting, man, they are horrific. Not all of them, not all of them, some of them. And yeah, man, just trading, trading this market, it makes sense to me that they're gonna dump now on the Bitcoin conference, just like what happened last year, man. They dumped on the conference, man. Once Trump had his talk there, everybody was so hype on the Bitcoin, and Michael Saylor called for 13 million Bitcoin in some outrageous
Same.
calls, you know, and it dumped. So for me, it is super natural and healthy to get a pullback now, man. Amazing. It's gonna be amazing, man.
Yeah, yeah, man. For sure, for sure. I would love that to happen. By the way, guys, hey, show us the love. Like this, live. We are waiting for your, as CM says, the licky love. Ladies and gentlemen, show us some love. Support us. A free way to support us is just, clicking on the like, share a comment, ask a question. And of course, the Crypto Gem Hunter is on Wednesday. It's actually limited availability. We don't have that many more spots. So probably in like 2 or 3 days, we're going to be out. Usually we're like out a day prior. But hey, maybe you won't get as lucky as the last time. So better just reserve the spot right now. Um, yeah, that's what I would argue, man. That's what I would argue.
Yeah, guys, drop a question now because we're gonna wrap it up very, very shortly. If you have any question on your mind, on your crypto, just drop a question now. We're gonna wrap it up very, very soon. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. By the way, if you can share it on your X and also follow us on your X, guys, that's our X handle below. You can follow us at Crypto Mindset 4 or at No Edge No Trade, guys. Follow us on Twitter. We have some cool stuff on Twitter as well. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, very cool stuff on Twitter, man. Very cool stuff. Oh, Mr. Ralph is asking a question.
What do you guys see on virtual protocol now? Man, it made a fake out. It came back down. I'm looking for a pullback. Once it's gonna be done with the pullback, we're gonna buy it, man. You know that we're gonna buy it because we are bullish on it. We are bullish on it again. We wait to see how what kind of pullback. Maybe it's gonna crash. If it's doing something abnormal, obviously we're gonna change our thesis. But for now, looking for a pullback, and it's one of the bangers I'm watching for a continuation trade. Moving on into the summer and the fall. So yeah, man. People go borrow money to follow this course. These guys, no BS. Yes,
Thank you,
yes.
Christoph. Thank you, Christoph, for sharing the love.
Grab the
Thank you.
course, guys. It is very, very good. Very, very good.
Sim, I want to show an example of something that happens on low liquidity coins. So sharing some knowledge because we're getting zero, good question. Look, this is a chart no one heard about in the past. Even CM never heard about this because I didn't tell him about this just yet. It's a gotch, all right? Go Chongong coin, whatever, man. I have no idea what this is, man. But I was following it because uh, before what happened, yesterday, this had like a nice, sideways action. I actually missed, the breakout of this base. There was a nice breakout here, like horizontal, boom, breakout, clean breakout. This could have been taken with a small, account 46% in 3 days. Nice trade. Okay. Now it was creating what I call a cap pattern. Okay. What is a cap? For all of you ladies watching us right now, I'm teaching you. Okay. So this is a base. Okay. A base is a sideways move after a move up. As you can see, this was the move up. You had a move up, then you had this. This is the base. Okay. The base is usually something from a few weeks to a couple of months of consolidation sideways, where price is supported by people who are buying it. And then sometimes it breaks out. That's where me and CM usually would take a trade. Okay. But sometimes it creates like a cap pattern. Okay. Above the base. You can see it broke from the base and then creates another small base. So I watch it for continuation trades on top of the base. And here comes the lesson of the day, ladies and gentlemen. And this is why you always use, all right, when you look at a trade, okay, I didn't take this trade eventually because I thought it was too thinly traded for me. But whenever you take a trade, okay, always put your take profits, all right, a few take profits, okay, to make sure that you're booking profits, because you don't know what can happen. This is a 24/7 market. Whenever you're asleep, anything can happen, okay? And always use a stop loss, because look, if you would have taken the trade, let's say this was a valid trade to kind of take for continuation, okay, it made a nice continuation, boom. Sorry, I wanted to show the 1 day, but look, it actually broke out first initially, okay, let's say it broke out from this level, made 18%. In 18% you can take at least 1 or 2 take profits already, meaning that if it stops you out, you don't lose, you are at break even, okay? And look how ugly it came, right? It went all the way back down, okay? And today went down more and now back up. This is what happens sometimes in thinly kind of traded coins. And this is not the most thin, but 800,000 is kind of thin, and this can happen. And this is why I use automatic take profits always, and always use a stop loss, because you don't know if this recovers or go back bust. Because, hey, no one knows what this coin even is, okay? And this doesn't only happen, on unknown coins. This happened, on coins that everyone was looking at, the biggest exchange on the SUI, ecosystem. Same thing. First, it moved up, and then bam, closed down on the day. Okay, if you didn't have your stop losses, you got smoked. Do I have like a smoked emoji? Yeah, here's smoked emoji. You got smoked.
Cooked.
Okay, so cooked.
Yeah, man.
So
Citus kind of put me on the grill for a second. I took a loss there of like 10% on my trade because I bought the breakout, the fake out. But it's a cool, that's why we trade with stops, and that's why we say if you're not trading with stops, you're gambling. And that's why people get wrecked all the time, because they don't use stops. Stops keeps you alive. Stops will keep you alive for another day. And no, if you're not using stops, one day you're gonna stop trading, because
exactly.
because you're not using stops. You're going to have to stop trading because your account went cooked. Is cooked. No money. You know what I mean? So always use stops, guys. That's it.
For sure. For sure. That was the lesson of the day, ladies and gentlemen.
That
Don't
was
get
the lesson of
cooked.
the day, guys. Give us a like for the lovely lesson. Subscribe, share it on your ex. Tell your mommy to join our webinar as well. This is our webinar. We're gonna host it next week, June 4th. It's gonna be recorded, so even if you missed it and you purchased it, you could see it again and again for all your life. You're gonna have lifetime access to this Gem Hunter course. We're gonna teach you all our strategy on how to buy breakout, how to spot the market leaders in crypto, and we're gonna give you a proper watch list, just like we did with the last webinar that included ZBCN. You're gonna get the same watch list and better watch list now that we are now filtering for you guys by strength. We're gonna give you coins that are now basing out. We're gonna give you coins that are now looking to break out. We're gonna give you coins that you want to put on the radar for deep buys. Everything everything we do, exactly how we think, how we operate, all that you're gonna be getting in the Crypto Gem Hunter. So make sure to jump aboard and obviously join our membership where we can follow our trade alerts and you know make a very make a living out of crypto, guys. And yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day. Cheers.
Good night.